What's up everyone, this is Ryan here, the Crypto Grinder, and today we have the CEO of PundiX, Zac Cheah, with us today. Hi Zac, thank you so much for coming by and of course doing this interview with Crypto Grinders. So please share a little bit about yourself and let us know what PundiX is all about.
Yes, so thank you Ryan for having me today. And hello everyone from Crypto Grinders. PundiX is actually a startup doing fintech cashless payment in Indonesia. So now we're actually the leading QR payment cashless system startup in Indonesia, and we're actually launching this device which is actually connected to the blockchain. So this POS device is actually a blockchain that is working as a payment channel. Yeah.
So I understand that also Pundi Pundi or PundiX, right, is actually one of the newest, one of the earliest or the newest blockchain projects in Indonesia. Is that true?
I think it is true. So I think we are the first blockchain company and also the first company that is ICOing out of Indonesia. Yeah. Right. So our HQ is in Indonesia and we have an R&D center in Shenzhen.
Right. So I want to understand the current team in Shenzhen, right? How big is it at the moment?
Okay, so our R&D team in Shenzhen is 15 people. So we have 15 engineers,
right? And
then we have a equivalent amount, so 15 marketeers and also operational guys based out of Jakarta.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys didn't subcontract out the team, right?
Yeah, this is a question that a lot of people ask. So the engineering team that is from Shenzhen is actually part of an integral team which belongs to PundiX. So it's not an outsourced team, but a team that is integral in the PundiX company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the viewers want to know, I mean, because you're a very young CEO, a very young looking CEO. So I was just wondering, what is your background? Maybe share a little bit about yourself,
Yeah, maybe young looking, but not so young. Yeah.
All right.
So prior to PundiX, I started a game company. And then before that, I was chairing a group in W3C. So W3C is a worldwide web consortium that is standardizing web standards. So what I did in the consortium was to actually do HTML5 standardization work with 700 engineers. So it's a little bit like the blockchain, decentralized and, where everyone can connect and also contribute to the technology. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So just out of curiosity, right? Because I think people don't know Pundi Pundi or PundiX, right? But sorry, the parent company is Pundi Pundi.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
So could you share a little bit about the background of Pundi Pundi and what kind of infrastructure has already been laid out prior to this project?
Yeah, sure. So Pundi actually means a wallet in Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So Pundi is actually the umbrella operation that we have. So Pundi Pundi is actually the software side. So we have a cashless payment application that is called Pundi Pundi, which supports buying and selling of cryptocurrency. Yes. And the device itself is called PundiX POS.
Right.
Yeah. So Pundi is actually, Pundi actually owns Pundi Pundi and also the device. So the software and the hardware side works seamlessly together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So now I just want to highlight a little bit about the whole infrastructure. So PundiX is expected to become the world's largest decentralized offline cryptocurrency sales network. Now, that's a very big statement, right? I mean, that's a big statement, okay?
Yeah.
So how does the company intend to achieve this?
Okay, sure. So I think we want to look at a perspective whereby everyone that is watching this video, or most people that is watching this video, owns Bitcoin. So you own Bitcoin, you probably have like several dozens of wallets. But I think essentially we are the privileged 0.1%. So the other 99.9% of the people have heard of Bitcoin but doesn't own a Bitcoin. So we want to decentralize or even let people have the chance to actually own Bitcoin through just walking into any stores. It could be a cafe or a 7-Eleven and purchase Bitcoin just like buying a bottle of water.
So basically it's like buying a top-up card or something like that.
Yes.
It's going to be that easy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So now for the device, right? I mean,
Ah.
it's a very nice looking device, and I just want to know what kind of unique features does this POS system do? I mean,
Yeah.
is it for merchants, or can an individual use it as well?
Yeah.
Please share a little bit about what this POS system does.
Yes, sure. So basically, this POS device is actually operated by the seller, and most of the use cases will be sold by cafes, restaurant owners, co-working space owner, anyone that would like to buy and sell cryptocurrency to regular people.
Right.
So of course, there are a lot of different features where you can top up phone bills, buy data, but the essential part is really purchasing of Bitcoin. So as you can see, there are different cryptocurrency that you can purchase, and then it's just via a tap of the card. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Zach, you're gonna show me how I'm gonna be able to top up the card, right? Because I'm gonna be buying from you, right?
Correct.
And then after that, I'm able to also check my balance.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is basically the PundiX pass card, right? So maybe you share a little bit about how this pass card works, because I noticed that there's a QR code behind, and I assume that there will be a pin. So how does this work?
Okay, so this card is actually the access to the device. So you can actually tap on the card to see your balance.
Okay.
So say for example, in this card, you actually have 1.207 Bitcoin and 0.01 Ether.
Cool.
So this card is actually the way to purchase cryptocurrency through the device.
Wow. So I don't need to. So let's say I'm someone who doesn't know how to buy online. I do not know how to buy online. I can go to a store or any POS, or basically a store that has this POS. I pass them cash and it work, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
Cash or credit card or whatever. Yeah.
So grandma and grandpa can start buying cryptocurrencies already, man. Okay, so share with me a little bit about the buying process.
Okay, sure. So I'll give you this card.
Yeah.
So Ryan, what do you want to buy today?
Okay, so basically, you wanna probably show the audience, right? Okay, so this can literally pick up any type of cryptocurrency. You know what? I'll pick Ether today.
Okay, sure. So how much Ether would you like?
Let's start with 10 Ethers.
10 Ethers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So 10 Ether today costs $3,099.
Okay, $3,099, and there's a 1% fee. Okay, which is not too bad.
Yeah.
Based on the cash, and usually I think it's about 3%. 3% from cash to cryptocurrencies, and you guys are charging 1%. Okay.
Yes.
And this 1%, does it go to PundiX, or where does it go to?
Yes. So we would like the 1% to go majority or even all of them to actually the store owner. So we want to encourage people to own the device and sell cryptocurrency through the device.
Okay.
So our business model is actually not to sell the device or actually own through the transaction, but rather to create a network effect from the coverage of the device. So this 1%, we actually would like to give it to the seller. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I have a few questions, but let's go with the process first.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to buy 10 Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it work?
Okay, so I'll press OK, and then there's basically 3 choices. So let's just buy with PundiX Pass card. Can you just tap on the device?
Okay. Okay, so the receipt appears. Okay, so the receipt appears.
Yeah.
All right. And voila. So guys, I just purchased 10 Ethereum, right? With the fee and everything is all there, right? And it's quite straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there should be 10 Ethereum on the card.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look.
I mean, is the demo? Is it a demo model, or it actually will show the 10 Ethereum in the card?
Yeah, so it will show the 10 Ethereum.
Oh, okay.
So the whole process is not connected to the blockchain.
Sure,
yet.
of course.
Yeah,
of
so
course.
you don't need to pay me $3,000 US.
Right. Okay. Okay. So for now, it's just monopoly money, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So as you can see, you have
there's
10 Ether.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethereum. Yeah.
Cool. And from there, this card, I can spend it to buy food, groceries, and whatnot. Of course, depending on what the merchant offers, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this is of course point of sale. So can I sell my Ethereum?
Yes, you can.
I can sell with this device.
Yes, you can sell with this device.
I can come to you and I say I want to sell 5 of my Ethereum because today maybe Ethereum is going to go up like to 350 in 2 hours, you know? Okay, so let's say if I want to sell, how does it work?
Okay, so can you tap on the device again?
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see, you have Bitcoin and Ethereum, and today you would like to sell 5 Ethereum, right?
No, wow, that's how it works. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna sell, okay.
Okay, so 5, right?
5, yeah, just 5 will do. Okay.
Okay. So you will get $1,519
back
from
into the
seller.
So where does the so okay, so it's not, can it be to the card? So this is fiat back to the card, or it's fiat in cash up to the seller?
Yes, correct. So for the card, it's actually selling and getting fiat. But if you connect the card to the device, the money can be transferred into your application, your app. Yeah.
Okay, so it's and then from then could it go to the bank account?
Yeah.
Potentially, yes, it
correct.
Could be, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it work? Okay,
so let's just sell, and then you have 30 seconds to sell for this price.
At this price, so
at this price.
So I scan the card. Guys, like I said, man, mom and pop will have no excuse not to buy cryptocurrencies, man. Okay. So there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Think of a jigami and yeah. Okay.
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 Let's just check out if you have sold.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
just tap on it.
Tap on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to.
Sorry.
You have to go back.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So you have to go back and then
tap again.
And yeah, it displays that I have currently now 5 Ethereum in the balance of this card. So guys, the POS system is actually pretty powerful. I mean, it's easy. It's very straightforward. So could an individual user actually have this? I mean, to use it, it's pretty. Wow,
it's pretty easy. It's
pretty easy, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. This opens up a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's talk about the actual current growth of PundiX. Okay, guys. As you can see, it's very, very easy to use, right? So, Pundi Pundi, of course, has already grown in terms of 100,000 devices, but that's under Pundi Pundi side, right? And for this current batch of PundiX POS systems, the target is to grow 100,000 in the next 3 years.
Correct.
Right?
The low bar target is actually to grow 100,000 device. The high bar is actually to grow 700,000 device globally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but where is the focus as of now? Like, where will be the country of focus?
Yeah. So the country of focus right now is Indonesia, and then we are also focusing on the South Korean market.
Okay. Yeah. So they're big on cryptocurrency.
Yeah, they are big on cryptocurrency. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are already established from Pundi Pundi side. So in terms of how many merchants have you all already under your belt under Pundi Pundi?
Okay, sure. So Pundi Pundi is a software site. So merchants that support Pundi Pundi, there are about 600 merchants in Jakarta alone. So what it means is that if you go to a restaurant in Jakarta, you can use the Pundi Pundi app and then pay cashless. So you can just scan the QR code and then pay and buy food using the application.
Okay.
So in this application, we have more than 100,000 users. So the next step that we want to do is actually to put the device also in the merchants.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 600 current merchants to 100,000, it's kind of a stretch, isn't it? So what is your game plan to get this device into the ecosystem?
Okay, sure. So actually we have signed several strategic partnerships. Yeah. So through our partners E2Pay, which is a established financial company in Indonesia. So we have a agreement with NU, which is the biggest religious organization in Indonesia and perhaps the world. Okay. So they have 100 million users.
Right.
100 million members.
Okay.
Yeah. So E2Pay will provide the build up of the application for the NU cash. So users from the organization will use the application to do various different financial services, and where PundiX comes in is actually also to provide a feature to buy and sell cryptocurrency in the NU cash application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, strategic partnerships
Yeah.
are going to help this business really grow and naturally scale as well. Okay. So could you share a little bit about how how the PundiX blockchain is going to be developed after you guys get the funding through the ICO, of course?
Yeah, correct. So along the way, we actually discussed about building our own blockchain. So currently, the blockchain that we are sitting on top is actually the Ethereum blockchain, which is very good and also has stood the test of many applications as smart contract.
That's right.
So why do we have the idea of actually building a different blockchain by ourselves? Because we realized that today, a lot of daily transaction actually requires a very, very fast confirmation.
That's right.
And we know that Ethereum is going through Lightning process right now. So it will be faster. But what we are looking for is an experience that is as good, if not better, than what the market has today.
Which is, of course, Visa.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So by having your own blockchain, does it actually tackle that scalability issue?
Yeah, we would like our blockchain to be able to tackle the scalability issue, which is to confirm purchasing of coffee using cryptocurrency. Yeah, but not needing to wait like 3 minutes or 30 minutes to drink your coffee.
For coffee, right? Yeah. I mean, or for the transaction to go through. So how does PundiX going to tackle that transaction, that whole process of transaction? Like I understand that there's the X plugins. So could you explain how does this X plugins work?
Okay, sure. So X plugin is actually for us to to create an open network where anyone can join our ecosystem.
Okay.
So say for example, in Indonesia, we would welcome the biggest Indonesian exchange into our system, whereby the buying and selling of cryptocurrency is actually through the exchange. So we are just a medium. So we are just, if you may, the Visa that is connecting the exchange to the user. So the X plugin allow any developer or any blockchain company to connect to the ecosystem. So essentially, we could sell, a new native tokens on our device.
Right.
So the X plugin allow any blockchain company or even current tech company to sell virtual goods or tokens through our system. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Wow. Okay. So that actually helps stores to connect to the blockchain ecosystem very simply. Okay. Right. So now, this is the part about your business where will the transaction fees payable by will there be transaction fees payable by the merchants?
Okay, yeah. This is a very good question because you don't want to pay say $1 for a coffee which you bought for $1. So you don't want to pay $2 for a $1 item.
Yes.
So what we do is that on our device, what we are providing is actually a pre-confirmation. So when you purchase a coffee using Bitcoin, we do not require the confirmation to go through for us to confirm the purchase. So you will get your coffee and then we will confirm it and also supply the payment through our own reserve pool.
Okay. So that way the transaction will go by faster and much more seamless. Okay, sure. Okay, so do merchants actually have to pay for the POS system?
Okay, yeah. So we want the device to be everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to lower down the price of the device or even give it out for free.
Okay.
So long that the usage of purchasing cryptocurrency is used widely. Yeah. So we are not in the business of selling the device.
Right.
We are in the business of creating the ecosystem
or the infrastructure around the POS system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So if that's the case, okay, so it sounds really good. So now, how do can merchants actually use the app to receive payments. So let's say I am basically I can receive payments from an app as well.
Yeah.
So is that possible?
Yeah, that is possible. Maybe I can also show you how to buy coffee using the device.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So say
I have 5 Ether left after selling.
Okay, so there's actually a interface for the user to see.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
So today, assume I'm a coffee shop. So I have
Oh wow. Okay. See guys, there's actually can you pull this? Like, is it possible to pull it
sure.
out?
You take it out.
So the viewers can actually see for the fact that there's actually an interface. So if you are a merchant, right? So you are a merchant. You literally, I hope, can you see? Can you see it? Okay, so there's actually an interface to show the various types of items that are available in your shop. That's pretty sick. Okay, so let's buy chocolate. What is there?
Okay,
there's a chocolate coffee. Okay, let's have a chocolate coffee.
Okay, so I'll buy 1 chocolate coffee, which is $5.
So it goes to the cart. It's pretty cool, guys. It goes to the cart. Okay, so I assume that you pay.
Yeah. So I will choose pay.
Right.
Okay, and it's $5.
So it's $5. It's a good. Okay, so I can pay
using Bitcoin.
So let's
say
I pay Bitcoin.
So this is the price.
Okay.
This is the price.
Sure.
Okay.
So
and you have 30 seconds because we locked down the Bitcoin conversion.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tap it.
Okay. Is it not connected?
The Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I thought it's connected. I thought it's not connected, man. Okay, cool. Okay.
So you have it. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you see, you're buying a coffee, which is say $5, but you don't need to pay $1 for the Bitcoin transaction to go through.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, from a merchant's perspective, right? There's always this fear because of the volatility of Bitcoin or cryptos in general.
Correct.
How is this business model going to give merchants the assurance of accepting cryptocurrencies as a form of payment?
Yes. The ideal case scenario is that every merchant understands the benefits of Bitcoin. We are not there yet. So what we want to do is to tell merchant, whatever that you sell using the device, you will still get the currency that is being sold. So for example, if it's $5 coffee, you will still get the $5 through us.
Okay.
So we actually save the hassle of them converting to Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah. If they want, they can accept in Bitcoin, which means they are paid by Bitcoin.
And if they're willingly accepting it, also accepting the volatility and of course the risk that comes with Bitcoin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we want to make it as easy as possible. If the merchant still doesn't understand Bitcoin, we will pay him out or her out in fiat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
If the merchant understands, we will pay him or her in Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. So it's a choice, of course. Okay. And okay, now I want to ask a pretty important question. So, so what's the awareness of cryptocurrencies in Indonesia? For this to take off, I guess we have to be willing to have customers who are willing to want to buy Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general, right? So, what is the awareness like in Indonesia at the moment?
Yeah, sure. So Indonesia is a very exciting market. It is the 4th biggest population in the world, so 250 million people.
Right.
And the bank account ownership of Indonesians are actually less than 30%. And the credit card ownership of Indonesians is actually less than 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, so it means that if you go out to the streets, every 10 people you see, only less than 1 person has a credit card.
Right.
Yeah. So, in that sense, the blockchain is actually providing features that a credit card or a banking services actually provides.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Say, for example, this card can actually act as a debit card.
That's true.
Yeah. And another challenge in Indonesia is that there is their credit rating system is there are a lot of rooms for improvement. And if you tap into the blockchain system, every person is an address in the blockchain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So every address has their transaction history, which means that we can know what kind of things the person bought or have sold. So it's a way.
That's the credit history or the credit score of that individual.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So before we go into that, because you guys are gonna have the credit rating system as well, right? So let's see how does that tie up. So you just actually explained the credit rating system, but is there anything more to it than what you just highlighted? Is there anything more?
The credit rating system itself.
Correct. Because you guys have the credit rating system in PundiX.
Yeah, correct. So if we tie the device to the software side, so when a user joins our application, which is Pundi Pundi.
Yeah.
So you see that before the person joins, he will have to log in.
Let me show you viewers, man.
Yeah, sure.
So the PundiX app, guys, right? It's all running. You don't have to wait for the app. The app is out.
Yeah, so we have 100,000 users using this app.
Okay.
Yeah. So so there are a lot of different features in it. So you can purchase stuff using the QR code scanner. Yeah, not just daily items, but also crypto.
Yeah,
which we will show you later. Okay. And then we have different features. Top up. Prepaid card, electricity.
What's the electricity mean?
Electricity. Okay. So
like buy electricity.
Yeah, buy electricity.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So it's basically people in Indonesia, they actually buy electricity on a monthly basis. Is that how it works?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So purchasing of electricity is also a prepaid or semi-postpaid model. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So all right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this can they use crypto to buy electricity if that's the case?
In theory, it actually works.
It will work.
Yeah,
Right?
it will work.
So this is basically the Pundi app. Right now.
Yeah.
And then from then, literally, they can purchase electricity as well.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Because I just noticed that, so I just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
What
So
was that all
this
about?
is the interface. Yeah.
Right.
So with my Indonesian number, I can actually buy prepaid electricity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I click this, if I go through, I can actually pay.
Okay.
Okay. This is my right thumb.
Right.
So 00000. Okay, so now you know my password.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
I
you just
bought
paid for electricity. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So now, I think we also have to address some security questions.
Correct.
So how does now, is it possible that I can clone this card?
That's a very good question. Yeah.
Can I clone this card and then I can have multiple, multiple cards?
Yeah.
And of course, naturally, will the balance? It shouldn't be, of course, but because the blockchain, because it's recorded in the blockchain.
Correct.
Right. That's
Correct.
the second layer of the two-step X plugins.
Correct.
So that's why I just want to know, if I clone the card, does that also allow me to clone the balance? Theoretically, I mean, I do understand it, but can you exploit it in any manner? Yeah.
So when you the first time when you own the card, when you unwrap the wrapper, you actually have two cards.
Right.
One is your security card, one is your daily usage card. So the daily usage card is the one that we have been using so far.
Okay.
So you keep the security card yourself,
Okay.
and then you use the daily usage card to buy and sell cryptocurrency.
Sure.
So every time when you buy and sell, there's two ways to secure it. One is to set your the limit through the software to the application.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Second is actually to require keying in of the password.
Okay. So it's like the passphrase for which is basically to access your wallet.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay,
Correct.
Fine.
Yeah. And ultimately, you need the security card and the daily card together to retrieve the private key from us.
Okay. So who holds the private key?
So for now, we hold the private key.
Oh, so it's centralized. It's not decentralized yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys hold the private key.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that anytime that you want to retrieve your private key, we allow you to retrieve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but then most of the time as cryptocurrency enthusiasts, they know that it's just like an exchange, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have your private keys on a central server.
Correct.
So, how are you all gonna combat this at the very beginning? Because that shows that basically all the keys and also that's a one central point of failure. How are you all gonna handle that?
Correct. So for early beginners, when they buy using the card, what we want to do is to eliminate the hassle.
Right.
So we don't really, want to let them worry about their private key when they have only bought, like, say, $5 of Bitcoin. And as they slowly accumulate their Bitcoin, reserves, what we want to do is to let them retrieve the private key and connect it using any app that gives them control of their private key.
Okay, fine. So it's a choice, right? I guess it's a matter between convenience and security. So I guess we can't have the best of both worlds for now. Okay, sure. I can accept that. Okay, so I just want to ask a little bit about another point, which is the cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, this is obviously a very important part about the PundiX project, right? Because this is literally linked to all the exchanges, and naturally, how are you all? I mean, so who are you all working with? I mean, if it's even convenient to say, in terms of as the liquidity provider for all the transactions that are happening, because you can buy and sell Bitcoin, but the good thing about the merchant doesn't even have to own the Bitcoins, correct? Because it's going to be towards the exchange, and then the merchant actually is earning a 1%. It's like risk-free.
Yes.
It's like risk-free, man.
Yes.
I mean, I buy the idea because literally once it's connected to the exchanges, I just have to own a POS system and I'm just earning that 1%. I think it's pretty powerful. So I just want to know, in terms of the exchanges, is it going to be international or is it going to be local for now?
Yeah, so we want to make it as easy as profitable for people to buy Bitcoin.
Okay.
So when we connect to a country, say for example, if we go aggressively into a market, say in Singapore, so naturally we want to be able to work with an exchange that has huge Singapore dollar reserve. So we try to work with the local, the exchange that have the biggest local reserves. So we will have an international exchange connecting to the device, and as we enter the local market, our preference is actually to work with local exchanges, because ultimately you do not want to convert Bitcoin to US dollar to Indonesian rupiah. Then the user, loses that extra, conversion.
Okay.
So the best part is to convert from Bitcoin right to Indonesian rupiah.
Okay, so for now, because it's local, for now the presence is local, then from then it will gradually move up to the international markets. Okay, so you all will have the PundiX tokens or the PXS.
Yeah.
Now the PXS will naturally have a use case, which is the gas to fuel the transactions and advertisements in the PundiX ecosystem.
Yeah.
So please share a little bit about what the PXS token does, and also what is this advertising program or advertisements in the ecosystem.
Yeah. So PXS is our native token, which we are actually selling in our ICO now.
It's a ERC20.
Yeah, it's a ERC20 token. Yeah. So the usage of PXS is actually a utility token. Yeah. Obviously, we can trade them, but we want to emphasize on the utility part. So the utility part is whereby as the device roll out into more and more places and location, you use the PXS token as an entry point into the ecosystem. Say for example, today there is a very good ERC20 token that we want to try to sell to users. So this exchange actually introduces this new ERC token into our system. So in order for this ERC token to be listed, or for the exchange to list any token on our device, they would have to buy PXS from the market to enter the ecosystem.
Right, sounds a little bit like the Binance tokens. Right, Binance is of course a decentralized exchange, and then for every Binance token, you get a discount, a 50% discount on the transactions that are being performed on Binance. So I assume that the PXS tokens are going to have something like that as well. So what are the benefits?
Yeah.
I have the PXS tokens.
Yeah. So whenever you use PX, say for example, today you own an exchange.
Yep.
Okay. So you want to list your tokens on your exchange.
Okay.
And then because we are connecting you to 1 million users, you pay a entry fee of like say $1,000.
Okay.
So instead of the dollar, you pay in PXS. So once when the PXS is paid into the ecosystem, the smart contract will burn the PXS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that create a scarcity for PXS,
Okay.
which will be beneficial for the remaining PXS
holders. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, all right. So there's an advertising feature as well. So how does the PXS use for advertising? How does that function?
Okay, sure. So currently there's two ways to do it. One is to the receipt. So when you print out the receipt, there's an advertising space on the receipt.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And another one is that this device is actually connected to a plasma TV.
Okay.
To an LED TV that is in the cafe.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So exchanges or any service provider can advertise on the plasma TV.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever they want to advertise, it will be linked up to the POS system, and then from there the HDMI cable and
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, do you all have any digital wallets? So whatever the app that you just showed me is basically the digital wallet as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's done up already.
Yeah.
So Zac, I think the viewers are very, very interested about the PXS token reward. So please share a little bit about this 3-year incentive program that PundiX is going to launch the moment the ICO is done.
Sure. So the 3-year incentive program is essentially a way for us to reward token holders through a proof of stake. So in the first year itself, we will reward 40% of total token supply to token holders.
Okay.
So what it means is that if you hold a token right after ICO, the first month itself you will receive more than 10% of a monthly interest rates.
Okay.
So the earlier you hold the token, the more return you get through the proof of stake. And we average out and tell our holders that you will get 40% of the total token supply in the first year, 20% in the second year, and 10% in the third year, and no more after that.
All right.
Yeah.
Will there be other ways to earn from this ecosystem? For example, because this is a POS system, it's a payment channel. Will the token holders be able to earn from all these transactions that are going about in the network?
Okay, so the most direct way for the token's owner to earn is actually through the burning of tokens via smart contract.
Okay.
What it means is that, for example, if a company wants to join the ecosystem, for example, providing virtual services or selling cryptocurrency, so they will be joining the ecosystem through payment of PXS. And once it is paid to the smart contract will burn the PXS, hence creating a finite supply or diminishing supply of the tokens in the market. That is why each token has an 18 decimal place, so that as the supply becomes less, each token will have an 18 decimal breakdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So up to 18 decimals. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means it's even more than the current because Bitcoin is up to 8 decimal places.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 18?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we are in the long run.
Alright, so it's going to be in the long run.
Yeah.
So I guess so care to share a little bit more about the PXS discounts, for reference, I mean, because this is also an incentive system where you actually spend and you get to benefit from the system as well. So I understand there's the black card, diamond card, platinum, and gold card. So would you highlight a little bit about what are the various discounts and also what are the benefits that one will have at these ranks?
Yeah, sure. So this is a regular card.
Okay.
So we will also have black card, platinum card, diamond card, and gold card.
Right.
Yeah. So each of the card represent different kind of discount level. So say for example, the best reward, which is for the black card, that will give you a 5% of discount of sales for 10 years
Right.
on our system.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the next 10 years,
Yeah.
they are going to get 5% discount for whatever purchases that are made via the POS system.
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Right.
Yeah. So currently, the 10% will be focusing on Indonesia.
Mhm.
So for example, when you go to any convenience store and you buy using your black card, say a coffee, so you get a 10% discount for 10 years. And we are trying to figure out better ways to serve the international investors
Mhm.
so that international investors would also benefit as much as the Indonesian investors for the black card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So for the international investors, right? Because for now, it looks like everything is catered around the Indonesian market.
Mhm.
So, but I understand from what you have mentioned earlier, or at least through before the recordings, is that the international markets are going to benefit by buying and selling and having a discount on cryptocurrencies.
Mhm.
Will
Yeah.
that also expand to a possibility to expand to retail or online services as well?
Yes, correct. I think that is the a very immediate effect whereby cardholders can actually get discount via online services. So whenever you use the black card to buy online services, you get the 10% discount for that 10 years. So
Right.
that is the ecosystem that we want to create. So not just offline whereby you can step into the store, the card should be able to also benefit from the online experience for the discount.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just the POS system. Is that correct?
Yes,
There's no online portal
Yeah.
for an international user to actually capitalize on the overall benefit of the card, right?
Mhm.
So okay, right.
Yeah.
So no worries.
Yeah.
So the timeline for everything is let's say 18, 24 to 36 months. Is that correct?
Mhm.
So I would assume that right now, what is the immediate effect that the investors or people who are interested to participate in the ICOs, what can they see in the next? When does your ICO end? Actually? Or begin and when does it end?
So our ICO begins on the 20th of November.
Okay.
And then it ends on the 20th of December. So right before Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 1 month, and basically, are you all gonna be listing on any exchanges after that?
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Yeah. So
That's the key question here.
Yeah, one of the requests that many investors, so different investors from different countries will have different exchange preference.
Sure.
So what we're trying very hard is to actually we will be on the top three, one of the top three exchange, one of the top 30 exchange, and one of the top 50 exchange, according to volume size on CoinMarketCap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
By January next year. So it's about 10 days after our closure of our ICO.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the bonuses that the initial? So those who are going to participate in the ICO, what is the initial bonus that investors are going to get?
Okay, sure. So for pre-ICO investors, the minimum extra tokens that they will be getting are 30%, and then it will be tiered all the way to 95%. Yeah. So initial pre-ICO token holders will be getting 30% extra token all the way up to extra 95%. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Zac, I think it has come to the point where the most exciting part, like why is PundiX going to be raising 84 million for their ICO? I mean, what's the breakdown?
Yeah, correct. So a lot of people ask us, why do we want to raise 280,000 Ether? I mean, how did we come up with this number? So actually, we had we calculated and we have a scientific way to determine this number, which is how many devices we want to roll out.
Okay.
Because it costs money to build the device, which is now about $300 US.
Right.
We are confident that we will bring the price to much lower. But if we start counting using $300 US and we want to roll out 700,000 devices globally in 3 years, that would cost us about 200 million US dollar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, the money that we raise the bulk of them is actually to build the device to be spread out around the world.
Okay.
So in a very arbitrary sense, you know, if an investor actually invested $300 worth of Ether, you are actually helping put one device into the market.
That's right.
Yeah, so that is the network effect.
So literally, if I was someone who was going to participate, and let's say we put in 10 ethers, for example, I would own 10 POS systems, like, you know, just, you know, contributing to the network.
Yes, correct.
Okay, sure, I understand.
Yes, correct.
All right.
Yeah.
And so how does the 3-year incentive program work? Yeah. In this, I mean, I understand there's a 3-year incentive program for the PXS token holders. So care to share a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, sure. So the 3-year incentive program is structured in such a way that all token holders will be able to receive airdrop. They will be receiving up to 70% of total token supply ever through the 3-year incentive program. So in the first year, token holders will be receiving 40% of total token supply, followed by 20% and followed by 10%. So in a breakdown sense, if I hold tokens right after ICO, the first month after ICO, I will be receiving 10% of what I already have from the ICO. And by the 5th month, I already own 50% extra token. So this airdrop program will be operational for 3 years and no more after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So literally there is a sense of scarcity, but at the same time also there's a deflationary kind of rate of return as
Correct.
well. Okay.
Correct.
All right. So can you share a little bit about the PXS discount? Now, I think this is all about also spending that cryptocurrency, and I think it's not about hodling all the time.
Yeah.
I think we want to be able to use it. So, are there going to be works for people who are owning various cards? I understand there's the black card, the diamond card, the platinum card, and the gold card. So perhaps maybe you can run me through on these benefits.
Yeah, so we will be having black card, diamond card, platinum card, gold card, and this normal card. So for example, just now the scenario whereby we were buying coffee.
Right.
So if you were to buy coffee using the black card, you can actually get 10% discount for 10 years.
Right.
Non-stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And currently the discount is actually limited to non-crypto purchases,
right?
Because it will be, to be honest, hard for us to give 10% Bitcoin discount purchase.
That's right. That's right. Of course. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, I think this is pretty groundbreaking, guys, because I mean, as we all know, no secret, Visa and MasterCard doesn't want to have anything to do with cryptocurrencies at the moment, and this is literally the first step on bypassing that monopoly, right? And I think this is really a huge market to begin with, and if it rolls out in, say, Thailand, say Singapore, say Malaysia, say Korea, this is gonna blow, guys. This is gonna blow. So I am just wondering now, if I was someone who, say for example, I am someone in the Philippines, I mean I have family in the Philippines, right now, how can I actually fully utilize this card? Say I want to send money to my mom, and okay, I'm working in the US, and my mom is in the Philippines, and she wants to, say, pay for electricity or groceries or just basically I need to remit money. How would this work?
Yeah, so essentially blockchain is already disrupting the remittance market.
Right.
So blockchain is already bypassing the different the steps that we need to remit money. So what we are adding on top of this using blockchain is actually to allow the recipient and also the sender an easier way to receive money through blockchain technologies. So in that way, we want to sit on top of current remittance services and help the remittance services to allow the parent, for example, to be easier for the parent to actually receive money or crypto via a card and the device.
Right.
Yeah.
So guys, if you enjoyed what you just saw, for this episode, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that like button, so that at the end of the day, we know that we're going to be doing more of these interviews and projects, and people behind the block. And I think this project is definitely revolutionary. Thank you so much, Zac, for coming by and doing this interview with us about PundiX.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're very excited, guys. So remember, the ICO is going to start on the 20th of November and ends on the 20th of December.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See ya.
Hello, what's up, guys? I'm Zac Cheah from PundiX, and you are watching Crypto Grinders.